Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. So today's video is not a cleaning video, it's more of like a life update on what's been going on. And I want to be honest with you guys about what's been going on. Because I've always said on the channel I'm always going to be honest. Today's video isn't about cleaning because, to be frankly honest, I just wasn't able to make a cleaning video this week. So yeah. Anyway, I think we need to talk about this. Well, I want to talk about this because I think it's something that needs to be talked about and people don't like to talk about. And as hard as it is for me to talk about it, I still think it's something that needs to be talked about. So anyway, I'll get to the point. So this week has been really challenging for me with my anxiety and depression, which I suffer with. There's been a number of things going on. For me, I've literally just, a lot of it's overexhaustion. I've been filming every week since January. I haven't really taken a week off since January. Maybe one here or there, but I think I just ran myself too far. Pushed myself too far because I think it's really important to be consistent with the channel. Because, you know, you guys are here every week and I want to have something to, you know, a video to show you guys every week. But this week I couldn't do it. And I'm really sorry for that, guys. I'm really, really sorry for that. My anxiety just got the better of me. It's just been one of those difficult weeks. I'd love to give you a, you know, this happened and then this happened, but that's not how my anxiety works. It just sometimes is random. It's unpredictable. It just comes up out of nowhere. And in one way I'm lucky the way my anxiety manifests. I'll just give you a quick kind of background into how my anxiety manifests. I don't really have panic attacks. I do have panic attacks, but not very often. Like the standard panic attack, like you can't breathe, all that kind of crap. What usually happens to me is I basically start crying. And then I cry and cry and cry and cry and I can't stop. And oftentimes I don't know why I'm crying, I don't know where it's coming from, I don't know the source of it, the cause of it, and it just doesn't stop. And I just get then like an kind of whelming sadness, which then just goes into my kind of depression kind of thing. Before anyone suggests it, well, number one, any suggestions you guys make I really appreciate. But I do, I'm on medication for it that was lowered recently. And I would love to say that it was related to that, but it's not. It's just the way things have gone. It happens sometimes, even when it's in the higher dose, it happens sometimes. And also, yeah, it's just the way it goes. But I've really been struggling this week. The anxiety's been really bad. I've been anxious about just life in general. Been anxious about the channel. Yeah, and I worry about that a lot. I go to therapy every week as well. I find that really good. I also want to say, if you're someone with anxiety or depression, get help, okay? Trust me. Go find a therapist, talk to your doctor, your GP, your primary care physician, whatever relevant country you're in. Talk to your doctor. There is help out there. It does help. Are there medication treatments? Yeah, and not all of them are for life. Okay, you don't have to be on them for life. Some people will. I'm not gonna lie, but trust me, it is worth it. It is worth it. But I think we need to talk about, especially on the platform that is YouTube and on all social media platforms, we need to talk about mental health in a positive and productive way. I think that's really, really important. I'm probably just rambling at this stage, but I just want to let you guys know in this video, because I didn't want to just not post a video and not say anything, and you know, you guys be like, have you just gone? Because I know it can be disappointing as well when a creator doesn't upload videos every week. You know, not that I'm saying you guys are saying that, that's how I feel, and I don't want to let you guys down. And I know you're going to say, not all of you, I know some of you are going to say, you're not letting us down, but I have anxiety, so I appreciate you saying that, and it does help me. But yeah, that's a lot of the basis of my anxiety, is that it's letting other people down. It's letting other people down. It's not doing what I should be doing. Like, it's one of the really bad parts of my cycle of anxiety. It's, you know, oh my God, I'm going to let people down. I can't let people down. People are going to be really upset if I let them down. You know, followed by, you can't let them down, you're going to let them down. And then it's like it goes into a cycle of, you know, you need to get this done, you need to do what you're doing, you need to keep going, come on, if you don't do it, you're going to let everybody down. Which then results in the anxiety taking over, then I can't do anything because I'm so anxious. Which then results in stuff not getting done, which then feeds into the, you're going to let everybody down. And it's just, that's one of the many ways my anxiety affects me. Just constantly, that kind of stuff. It affects my confidence. And it's gotten worse. It's gotten, you know, my confidence gotten worse. COVID has had a serious impact on my mental health. Huge. Huge. And I'm not a great person for asking for help. I'm great at telling everybody else to ask for help. Wonderful at that. I think I'm pretty good at being there for people and giving help. But asking for it myself, I'm working on it. And I can honestly say that I am working on it. But it's something I struggle with. Anxiety's rough. It can take over your life. If you have someone in your life who suffers with anxiety, number one thing, don't tell them to calm down. Please, don't tell them to calm down. As that phrase, what's that meme say, or that phrase that I heard once? Never in the history of calm down has asking anyone ever to calm down ever called someone to calm down. Because it's true. If you, it's like realistically, like, wouldn't that be great? Oh, even like, calm down, I'm cured. Wouldn't that be amazing? But yeah, I just wanted to be out straight and honest with you guys. But also I wanted to start a conversation because people are so afraid to talk about their mental health. Because they're afraid people think they're crazy. Because that affected me for a long time. I was like, people are going to think I'm nuts. Because to be honest, I thought I was. I believed something was genuinely and seriously wrong with me. I was like, literally, I'm gone quackers. You know? Whatever. I didn't realise for a long time that I had anxiety. And I controlled my life for a very long time. I have a lot of fear-based anxiety. I'm afraid of everything. Which might seem like a weird thing to say, but that's the reality of it. My anxiety and my fear also, I don't want to say causes me, but it kind of does. It's created situations where I have sabotaged myself. I've sabotaged opportunities for myself. Whether that be work relationships, personal things, or literally been offered great opportunities. I'm being so overcome with anxiety, literally just turning them down. Because I was so scared. I literally had a job there, I don't know, a few years ago. And on the first day of the job, there was like a few complications and whatever. And it was a job I was really, like, I really wanted it and I was really looking forward to it, and I got it. I was so happy. And there was a few delays in the morning when I started the job, and there was like issues with the uniform hadn't come in and the ID card, and I had the worst panic attack in front of what would have been my new boss. I ended up getting sent home and I was so relieved, but then I ended up like breaking down in tears. I was so embarrassed. But then I rang the next day and got so overwhelmed by the work and the anxiety from the work, and I was also in college at the time. And then I like, you know, could I have done both? Yeah, if I really, really pushed myself, but with the level that my anxiety was at the time, I just couldn't do it, and I quit the job. You know, and then the guy said to me, if you're looking for a job again, please ring me. And I'm going to be honest, guys, I've been too embarrassed to ever go back. But yeah, and like I've seen the person since. It's in a particular, I'm going to say, store. But yeah, so that's another thing. Embarrassment, judgment affects me. I think as well, if you have anxiety, you can probably relate to this, are perceived judgments of other people. You know, the judgments that we make in our mind. Oh, that person's looking at me funny. Oh, that person thinks this. Oh, that person thinks that. They probably don't. It's one thing I say to everyone as well. Something I'm learning now as well through counselling and therapy and whatever, people aren't constantly thinking about you and, you know, going, look at Sadie, what's she doing? Or whatever. That's not how it is. Because I think, to be honest, we're all so worried about ourselves. And I don't mean that in like a narcissistic way of like, you know, it's all about me. I don't mean that. I mean literally, one thing anxiety is not for everybody. With some people, it's so heavily fueled by the judgment of others. And I will say, if you're dealing with somebody with anxiety, the best thing I would say is patience is really important. Patience and empathy and compassion. Because as much as their behaviour may frustrate you and the anxiety frustrates you, and I don't mean that like in a bad way that you're angry with them, but you're trying so hard to help them and it's frustrating because they just don't seem to be able to do what they need to do or to say what they need to say or experience what they need to experience or whatever. They can't go to therapy, they're not ready yet or whatever. One thing I'll say to you to remember is, no matter how scared you are, which can be a lot, and I'm not saying it isn't, they're scared plus anxiety. And anxiety can be so severe and intense. It's like every day, constantly living in the fear of everything you've ever worried about. So if you don't have anxiety and you really want to understand anxiety, think of a day when, or think of a moment even. It's the best way I can explain it for anyone who's interested. Think of a moment in life when something happened that you were so scared, you were so terrified, you didn't know if, you know, it was going to work out well, if it was going to work out badly, whatever the situation was. Like a day you were really scared. Like really, like I mean, you know, almost took your breath away. You got such an awful, awful, awful fright. I want you to think of that day. And then try and imagine, not that I wish that because I don't wish that I'm my worst enemy. Imagine that moment, or that half an hour, that day. Imagine that fear never left. Imagine that fear was there every day, or that fright, that shock. And that should kind of give you a rough idea of how anxiety feels. Now, mine's been really bad recently as well, because, I mean, as I said, I'm in counselling, I'm therapy, but I've been in it for, you know, a good while now, nearly over 2 years. But I'm getting into the really hard stuff now. So, good days, bad days. But yeah. And there will be good days and there will be bad days. And go to a counsellor. If you don't get on with them, get a different one. Find one that you like. Find one that you get on well with. If your counsellor doesn't give you an opinion, if they don't give you advice, excellent. Stick with them. They're not supposed to. And I think a lot of us start the journey of counselling and therapy looking for someone to agree with us. Yeah, you are right in the start. Yeah, you are right. Yeah. And going, yeah, that person that did that thing to you is terrible. Or, yeah, no, you made 100% the right decision there. I don't know why people are telling you it was the wrong decision. Or, you know, just saying, oh, well, I think you should do this and I think you should do that. That's not what they're there for. They're there to guide you to discover it for yourself, because one of the whole points of therapy is they give you the tools and the goals and the wherewithal to you know, figure it out yourself. Because if you can figure it out yourself now on the really, really big stuff, when it comes up later in life, you're going to know how to do it, because they think long term. But yeah, if you're struggling, please call a hotline, or, you know what I mean, please get help. Ask a family or friend, talk to somebody, get help. If you suffer with anxiety, if you're scared all the time, if you get panic attacks, I need to say this is really important. You're not crazy, okay? You are not crazy, okay? And it will be okay. But it's going to be some work, but it will get better. I promise you that it will get better. Some days are going to be worse than others, some days are going to be better than others. But it will get better. Another thing, I'm just, I didn't intend to do this long, but anyway, as we're here, I'm going to keep going. If you've been watching this video so far, it's very likely this video is unedited. I'm recording this on Friday morning, the day this goes up. Like, it's 11:45. This may or may not go up by 1. I hope that it does, but I don't know. Anyway, I wanted to record something for you guys because you're here every week, and you know, I see the numbers, guys. I have the analytics. You know, I see my wonderful subscribers. I see, you know, the length of time you guys watch and all the videos you watch and where you go next and all that kind of stuff. And it really means so much. It means the world to me. And I know this isn't standard for my channel, but I think it's something that needs to be standard. And I want your guys' opinion. Actually, let me know in the comments down below if this is something you'd like to do once a month or something. We can do this, even do a live, and then we can all kind of discuss our, you know, our experiences or whatever. As I always say, guys, if you're struggling and you need help with something, even if it's not related to cleaning, tidying, and organisation, please drop it in the comments below. And if anyone in the community can help, I please ask you that you will. And if I can help, I will as well. Because that's what I want. I want to create a community of support for people here on YouTube to connect and to get on with each other and just to be there for each other in a kind and supportive environment. And another thing I'll touch quickly on is I also suffer from depression. It's not the first time I've had it. I had it when I was a teenager. It's really hard. It's really, really hard. Yeah, you just kind of get a sense of, I don't want to say impending doom because that sounds dramatic, but it's kind of like, you know, everything is just crap pretty much. Nothing's going to work out, and it unfortunately in a lot of ways becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Oh, that thing won't work out and that thing won't work out, and then you don't even try, and then you're like, see, I knew it wouldn't work out. But yeah, there's not a huge amount I can say about it. It's really hard, and I noticed in the last kind of couple of weeks myself slipping into old habits, being less sociable, you know, staying up really late, getting up, kind of lying in the morning, and then not wanting to be around people and being like touchy with people and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So, but I just want to share with you guys, in case you've noticed my videos have been a bit different recently. I'll be honest, guys, it's been really hard to make them. And not because I don't enjoy making them. I actually really enjoy making my videos, and a lot of ways they've been what's kept me going. But just with depression and with anxiety as well, your energy levels just like, they plummet. It's like I wake up every day and I'm exhausted. I go to bed exhausted. I get up exhausted. And it's not even just mentally, I'm physically, my body is just exhausted. And before anyone says it, yes, I'm aware my diet and exercise could do with some work. AKA a lot of work. And that's a journey I'm going to be going on soon as well. Very soon. There's a lot of changes I need to make. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before. I am a smoker as well. I'm just going to be on. I don't know why I've been so scared to say that, just for fear of pure judgment and backlash. Because people can be very cruel and rude to smokers. You know, and it's like what I say about all things, guys. Smoking is an addiction just like anything else. The majority of people would not go up to somebody with a substance abuse issue or an alcohol issue and be like, what are you doing? And give them just like harsh, straight up judgment and be really cruel to them because they understand that they're going through something. Or maybe you would, I don't know. If you would, please don't. Please don't, it's not helpful. But yeah, I've been a smoker for over half my life, which I know is stupid. If you're watching this and you're thinking about smoking, don't be an idiot, okay? You're a smart person. Be smarter. Because yeah, before I was, I'm aware smoking is stupid. Like, it's the height of stupidity. I am not promoting it in any way. If I could quit tomorrow, I would. And I know someone's going to say, I mean, you can though. And you can quit tomorrow. I've tried a lot of times. It's very difficult. It's very challenging. I'm working on it. It's incredibly expensive. If you're in Ireland, it's incredibly expensive. Which again, why I don't do a lot of stuff like shopping hauls. Yeah. I don't have a lot of income as it is, but smoking does not help it wipes most of it. Also for the record, I don't smoke that much. Before someone's like, do you smoke 200 a week? I don't. Nowhere near that, but yeah, just something else I wanted to add in. You've probably spotted it in my videos, box them on the counter. I try and keep them off the counters because just fair judgment. Again, I don't want this to stop you guys from being honest in the comments. Be honest in the comments. I want your feedback. That's why I asked for it. And I want you to feel like you can say whatever you want to say, guys, and be honest. You know, I want your feedback. I want you guys to enjoy this channel. I want you to enjoy this video. But yeah, the purpose of this video was not for me to be honest, guys, I was afraid I wouldn't be able to talk, and it's been like 20 minutes. And I gotta be honest, I actually feel a little bit better. Having talked about it, but sorry, this is how my anxiety manifests, and it's, to be honest, more than anything, it's embarrassing. Like, I've literally been out in the middle of a shop and got really anxious, and just started crying. And people are like, "What's wrong? What happened?" And I'm like, "Nothing. There's nothing wrong. I'm fine." They're like, "No, tell us. You're not telling." And I'm like, genuinely, just anxious. Like, it's fine. Well, obviously not fine. It doesn't feel fine, but you know what I mean. Like, I don't know all my triggers yet. I haven't identified all my anxiety triggers, but I'm working on it. I have the most amazing cancer in the world, so who's helped me a lot and continues to help me a lot. So I'm really lucky in that way. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap up this video because yeah, I don't really know what else to say. But all I want to say is, if you're someone who suffers from anxiety and depression, let me know. If you feel comfortable, let me know in the comments below. You know, and if you ever need help or advice, and I can do anything, I will try my best. And we generally have a really nice, supportive, helpful community. And as I always say, give patience, give love, give support, give compassion to each other, irrespective of anxiety, but especially with anxiety or depression. If you're dealing with somebody with mental health issues, understand that it isn't their fault. If you're somebody with mental health issues, understand it isn't your fault. It is an illness, and it's like, you know, somebody with diabetes. You're not going to turn around someone with diabetes and be like, can you stop having a low sugar attack, please? Just stop. Just relax, okay? Just relax. So that's why I say, don't say stuff to people with anxiety like, would you just calm down? Like, you're not going to say to someone with diabetes, can you just stop having a low sugar? Thanks. Just, you need to stop. And I like to think of it that way. Mental health disorders are the same as physical health disorders. If someone requires medication to manage it, they require medication to manage it. And I know a lot of that stuff, like calm down, stop, a lot of that is based out of fear, and you know, you're scared, you don't know what to do. Patience and compassion. And the most important thing I can ever say as well is ask people what they need. What do you need? How can I help you? Is there something that I can do that can help you? And with somebody with anxiety, don't assume everything is anxiety, number one. With a lot of stuff, but yes, but don't assume everything that ever happens to them is because they're being anxious. That's not the case. I've gotten that in the past, like, oh, I'm sick. Oh no, you're probably just anxiety. That's why a lot of people, I think, don't tell people they have anxiety, because people then go, I found the source of everything, which is really frustrating because it makes you not want to talk to those people. But anyway, yeah, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. I am so lucky and so grateful to this wonderful community of people for supporting me, for being kind to me, for giving me all your lovely feedback and your help, and watching my videos every week. Yeah, you're awesome. I hope you all have an incredible weekend. I hope you all have an incredible week, Friday and a weekend ahead of you. As always, if you have any questions, queries, or anything you want to know more, comments below. Please subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to, will you cleaning, decluttering, home decor, motivation, etc. Yeah. And thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I'm so grateful for all of you. and I will talk to y'all soon. Okay, love y'all. Bye.